So what is with Eric? Eric is a creepy stalker.
And every time you tell him to back off or
he comes on stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It's so I can 100% see why people are not comfortable with Eric, and like he very much like I have dealt with two kind of stocky people barely, and like I'm getting the same like horror vibes from him, but like way stronger, because with these people I could disengage because it was before the internet. And they didn't know my phone number, so they just stalked me at school. And then I just moved away, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in this case, Eric knows your number, knows more or less where you live, and is just freaking creepy. And I can see how people who have dealt with this are probably quite uncomfortable with having him in the game. And I think I'd be very pro removing him from the game for people that are not comfortable with it. Kind of like how the mom texting you is actually quite optional. I think it's still valuable just in terms of, like, having a character like this in a video game commonizes the experience for people that might not normally have any experience with someone coming on that strong in a bad way. Can we straight up ignore him? I think he still engages with you. And part of the reason why...
I mean, they had him looking into the cat cafe, and you got the rose on your doorstep.
So part of the reason why I'm still engaging to some degree is because as freaky and horrid as experiencing Eric is, I think I appreciate being subjected to that experience within the safe space of a video game, just as a talking point.
I just really wish that in the case of Valeria that you had a choice.
Yeah.
Because you just said, hey, yeah. Like, I didn't know that. Well, first off, you accepted before I even got to input what we were going to say.
Look, when I took you back to my room, we hung out and watched television. Not boinked, but you know what? Whatever. I'll be more careful with my options.
You see Seven sitting alone, poking at his phone.
Oh, it's you. Hey.
Seven puts away his phone and looks at you expectantly.
So.
There's an awkward silence.
What's your favorite Blade Generation album? Oof.
Ooh, either one is bad.
Wait, maybe he likes this. Because he's Blade Generation, but what if he's actually looking for people that aren't his fans to be friends with? Because I know from my perspective, I probably would connect to people that don't know who I am better than people who know who I am.
I can see. So either way, he's like, what, you don't know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never heard of Blade Generation.
Seven smiles, as if at a joke.
Oh. Wait. You're serious? Oh. Blade Generation is my band from Korea. Double platinum. No big deal. You don't listen to a lot of music, I guess. Too busy? You watch net TV?
Monster killing takes
time. Yeah. Maybe it'll take less time as you get better. Oh well. Since you don't know Blade Generation, I guess you don't need an autograph. Would you like to offer a gift?
It's just...
No?
Because the weird thing is, we don't know what he likes. You don't offer a gift right now.
So, we're done here then. Oh, sword life. Sword life, huh? I guess as a wielder, it's your main interest. Well, in Blade Generation, I'm the Maknae of the group. My agent doesn't want my sword side to be public knowledge. Might make me less cute. That's stupid. Your sword is cool as shit.
Whoa, wait. So, what makes what would make being a sword less cute to fans?
Maybe the perspective of like the violence, especially because a lot of Korean boy bands are targeted maybe at girls, and there might be a negative perception to weaponry.
Aren't there anime out there about girls with hot talking swords that might just have a big eyeball on them? And
but that's Japan.
Deep voices.
That's Japan.
And then usually they have an alternative form where they're cracked out, and then they have a demon.
Korean girls just want floofy guys. Japanese women don't want Japanese men.
What are you talking about?
Japanese men think women want swords.
Or maybe it's that if they were a woman, they would want a sword.
Maybe, yes. God.
I mean, that's just.
I'm just.
Wander.
I'm persistently
Obviously, that's all in
freaked out by a
jest.
lot of.
You don't actually
No.
mean it. You're.
I'm just persistently freaked out by like a lot of anime tropes in regards to like the whole talking sword thing.
Well, you've also been reading manhwa.
Yeah. The problem is like manga and manhwa are terrible indications of like what culture is like. And unfortunately many of them are very, very poorly written. So like most manhwa that I read, there's one character and everybody else is just a set piece for their convenience.
You would think from anime that everyone was boisterous and crazy and outgoing and stuff, but there's a lot of...
It's very much not that.
Reservations and...
But I have no idea.
Yeah.
Really. And the problem is, like, my view is through such a limited lens of pop culture. But, I mean, to some degree, by that merit, most American culture is guns, booze, and barbecue. So...
And, I don't know, Hollywood.
Yeah.
People probably think that Hollywood encapsulates what the United States is, with the exception of, I mean, I suppose then people think of New York or farm country.
I'm sure it's a lot easier to get a good view of what American life kind of sort of is, just because of how pervasive our
movie industry is.
Our movie and TV industry is in comparison to most other countries. Whereas, like, I don't really know what a lot of... Oh, what's a good example?
Then again, I suppose we don't really watch
I have no
movies that are set in the modern day that are Japanese or Korean or such. I suppose
I'm sure
they tend to be various like legends and also based off of anime. So
I'm sure if we actually watched more like kind of slice of life meant specifically for Japanese or Korean audiences, like live action stuff, that would probably get it a little bit more, but even then they look kind of soapy.
But in any
so
case,
who knows?
What I meant was I'm just wondering if there is a stigma in this universe against people who are swords.
Might be. I don't know.
Because to some it seems like, oh, it's an amazing power, but do swords at all, do they feel like they're just a tool that's empowering wielders, or are they partners, or...
I mean, it seems like a lot of them have somewhat healthy bounds, but yeah, there's probably some stigma against it, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong?
Yep. He takes a sip of his coffee, makes a face.
Yeah, I mean, not really, but use the wrong milk. What kind? I asked for oat, but I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. Not my kind of thing. Wait, why is she coming over here? Shit, cover for me.
The cashier approaches your table nervously. Hey, sorry to bother you, but you're Severin from Blade Generation, aren't you? I'm Olivia. Seven looks at you and shakes his head slightly. There's a slight panic in his eyes.
You're mistaken.
No way. I'd know that biased wrecker's face anywhere. Wait, that means...
Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god! Blade Generation is in Verona! Huh?
Maybe even Sungwoo is here too! Seven's face closes, becoming carefully blank. Olivia rushes away, typing on her phone excitedly. Oh, I wonder if Sungwoo is the head of the band.
Maybe,
or...
yeah.
So maybe he feels second fiddle to him, or...
You okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. Can't come here anymore, I guess. Thanks for having my back
Later.
there. I guess there's still the dunj if you want to. Monsters won't bring paparazzi.
Chain lightning.
Oh shit, he good.
Yep. When finishing a combo, an energy bolt damages a nearby enemy from the first enemy hit. Ooh.
See, the thing I'm going with in this game is that, like... Oh, it switches out to an expensive car outside. You head home. I just want to make friends with these people and be like therapy friends.
Okay, so he's just like, never going back to...
Never going to Kicks again, so... Hope you have other ideas. Movie? Beach?
Beach? Yeah.
Beach. I don't know. I'll think about it and get back to you. See, I wish we had more nuance for that, because if I knew I was friends with like a really famous person that can't go out in public, I'd probably start taking them to really private locations.
Right, but I wouldn't necessarily ask for dinner because that's still restaurant-y.
And that's, yeah.
And like movie, that's a little. The beach is still out in public-ish, but not. Oh, I don't know.
Like, I'd take them out hiking.
Yeah, hiking.
Or like
Yeah.
to some like kind of private area that like not a lot of people go to.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, you and a +1 are invited to my 4th of July barbecue tomorrow. Jenna really wants to meet you. It doesn't mind if you're dating someone else. No big deal. You gonna invite anyone?
I don't know. I don't.
Let's go with nah. Not yet.
Nah.
Nah. Okay, well, if you change your mind, tell them to bring something. Haha. See you tomorrow. Leave?
I feel like the 4th of July thing would be a good way to get together with your cousin's partner, and
Yeah.
the Jonah guy.
I know we're kind of supposed to be here to like... Oh! I bet Jonah's actually at El Granaro, maybe. Maybe?
Oh.
Oh. LA Ballet Company is coming to town. I'm still poor.
So maybe if you buy tickets, you can actually bring someone elsewhere.
Well, let's go hang out with him at the very least.
Right, but I'm not comfortable with dancing. You spend time at La Rosa with Sunder. After a bit of dancing, you both retire to the VIP section.
Hey, let's get to know each other better. Ask me anything handsome.
What
So
the-
you're a dancing scimitar. Hey, whoa. Talwars are completely different from scimitars, but sure, I dance plenty.
Talwars.
I own this place with Mandy. Well, she owns most of it. I make do with the scraps. Life's for living, right? So I work. I'd rather have a good time. Definitely swinger. Dance floor's okay. Oh, spend most
spend a
nights
lot of
dancing.
nights dancing.
Sorry. Thunder meets your gaze with an intensity that makes you blush. His focus is broken by his... Oh, right.
I was supposed to be the narrator.
Yeah.
His focus is broken by his phone chirping, which he looks at briefly and puts away.
I'll be right back, handsome. Don't go anywhere, alright?
He smiles and leaves towards the bathroom. Doesn't he go to the bathroom often?
He did
He
once
did the
before,
last
yeah.
time. Yeah, I don't know. You wait. It's probably only a few minutes, but it feels like he's gone for a long time. You feel an itch, a hunch, a suspicion. Maybe made of nothing but jealousy. So, the thing is, if you check the bathroom, is he cheating? Or is he... But I suppose I shouldn't say cheating because you're not really dating him, but is he with someone else or is he doing drugs or something?
I don't know. Let's check it anyway.
Really?
Maybe.
I mean, I suppose
I'm
this
not
is like,
interested
this
in
is
romancing
like the
this guy that
eavesdropping
much.
thing.
Like, I'm more interested in learning about these people, not romancing them for the most part.
I mean, I suppose you can always say that you needed to go to the bathroom too.
Curiosity killed the Wanderbot.
You wonder if you should go after him. Your gut feels tight and hot with tension. You tell yourself not to be paranoid. After a few more minutes, Sunder comes back, looking more energetic than ever. But he stops short.
Oh, you look tense. Did something happen that I should know about? Should I kick someone out? You were gone a while. I was? Sorry about that. But I'm not lying to you. At least not about anything important. Nothing I care about. Never mind. Just chill out a little, okay? We have so much fun together. I want to make you feel special, because you are. I like you a lot. Like, a lot. But also, sometimes I want to kiss other people, and I'm sorry if that hurts. Let's just be friends. Easy. I don't want to romance him anyway.
Yeah.
You miss out on all this? You're not going to find a sharper blade, cutie, but you're lost. It's fine. We can still have fun together as friends. I'll do right by you, dude. Trust me.
Would you like to offer a gift?
I don't think I have much.
Nah.
Alcohol, maybe?
You head home.
So I think that was the romance flag for him. Oh.
Oh, do you invite someone to Jesse's
Sunder, Valeria,
barbecue?
Isaac, nobody. I think I'm going to say nobody.
Yeah, I'd say nobody. You decide to go alone. On the way over, you pick up something to share. Soda, cheesies, or cake.
Cheesies.
Well, really?
There's like Cheez-Its.
Probably like
Because
cheesies.
soda and cake are like some of my least favorite things.
Okay, so you're bringing the
Cheesies.
Nami snack. You worry, well, it's not good enough. Will Jesse laugh at you? You buy it anyway. Even if no one else wants them, you could eat the whole bag yourself.
It's true.
You close your eyes for a moment and hope tonight goes well. You ring Jesse's doorbell, but nobody answers. You hear the sound of talking and music from the background. You go around back to investigate.
Hey,
Backyard.
it's my coolest cousin. Everyone be friendly, okay?
A few strangers look at you curiously and raise a glass. Your cheeks feel warm.
Oh, you brought cheesies. Samantha goes nuts for these.
Called it. The grill's hot. You're here. Everything's going according to plan. I gotta get the burgers ready. In the meantime, meet Jonah. Here, go, talk.
Jesse pushes a stranger towards you with a wink and walks away.
Hi, I'm Jonah. Shoot, you knew that already.
And dude, that's
Sick.
me.
Yeah, cool. Well, so that's us.
You stand awkwardly, both trying to think of something to say. So,
Middle one.
yeah.
Or, I mean, we could ask about becoming a sword. He turns into a battle axe. So
Uh-huh.
let's go with, what do you do?
I do a lot of surfing and hanging out, mostly. Some reading, too. Oh, wait, do you mean for work? I don't really have a job right now.
Jesse said you fight monsters, is that right? You're some kind of hero. Pays well. Does it? I thought those gigs paid in, like, coupons. I've been thinking about trying the dunj out myself sometimes. Maybe. Jesse said you, wield weapons down there. I can sometimes be an axe. I don't often do it, though.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Thanks. Doesn't take too much effort, though. I just decide to change shape, like clenching a fist. Maybe I'll show you sometime. Anyway, I could definitely use the money from a gig, but promise we won't hurt anyone? Like, not even animals? I'm vegan.
Or,
Hey, me too.
whoa, wait. Are those cheesies vegan? How do you know?
I don't believe that cheese is real.
No, but
Suspension of disbelief. That's fake cheesies. Speaking of, I want to get more of that fake cheese stuff. It was actually really good.
for reference, Wander and I are not vegan, but we are trying to become, I would say, what, 80% vegetarian?
Yeah, we are.
Ish.
We barely eat meat. We barely eat animal products. Mostly it's just egg.
And
cheese.
some dairy.
Yeah,
But
egg, cheese, and like sour cream, and that's
I
about
suppose
it.
you would also have to consider honey.
I don't. I don't at all. Two reasons.
Well, the
One,
thing is, that's still an animal product.
it
You're
is
stealing honey
it
from
is an
them.
animal product. However, most honey is, at least the honey that we get, which is local, very holistically harvested. Obviously, yes, we pay like almost twice as much as those stupid bear bottles, but at the same time, like, I know we're getting it from beekeepers that are treating their hives well and really trying to take care of them. And anything that supports potentially growing and expanding local bee
Bees.
populations is a good thing, in my opinion.
We need our pollinators.
Which, speaking of, we should eat more of that honey.
We need more pollinators.
I want to go get some honey. Anyway, a question about the voice acting. Whenever you meet a character for the first time, they will say some words in their chosen voice actor, and then after that point,
It drops off and you have to read it
and then
yourself.
it's me or Shell.
Yep, but one thing of note is maybe there are special scenes where the voice acting might come back.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. I'd eat more stuff like those Impossible Burgers if they weren't so expensive. Tastes like real meat, and I'm too much of a meat eater to give it up otherwise. Depends where you get it. We get our Impossible Burgers from kind of like a grocery store chain, and it's still like $2 more expensive than like...
Sometimes they offer steep,
Burger meat?
25% off sales and stuff like that.
That's the thing. It's usually 25% off at least. And so it's kind of one of those where it's like, it is more expensive, but in my opinion, it's worth it in that specific scenario. And I mean, obviously, I'm kind of in a privileged position where I can say, like, yeah, I can easily afford it. But the nice part is, I'm pretty sure they're only going to get cheaper as time goes on.
Mm-hmm. As there's more demand and it becomes more profitable for them. But
yeah, Impossible Burgers are really tasty. Beyond Burgers, okay.
It's
not
really
quite
like their
as good.
spicy sausages.
Their spicy sausages are good, and Beyond Burger makes really good, like taco meat. Not as good on the burgers, and the burger makes us burp for whatever reason.
The Impossible ones are a little bit better in that regard, but we've had some really good. Oh, let's see. There were those fake corn dogs.
Yeah, the fake corn dogs are good.
Morningstar
The
ones.
chicken, the fake chicken, and also the fake chicken nuggets are super solid. I did do a video on it at some point,
and we
just
also
talking
had
about
like
meat
the Sweet Earth fake bacon. The
Yeah, that was
plant-based
really good.
bacon, the hickory smoked ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of alternatives out there, and also if you still want to have more vegetables in general, if you want things with a little bit more substance, you can use squashes and mushrooms and eggplants and things of that nature. Beans.
Yeah.
Lentils.
Like, the more I move away from eating meat, the more I'm just kind of like...
You can smell the rot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's actually funny. Now that you've switched away from milk, whenever you have animal milk, you can just
like regular milk tastes rotten
and
to me.
smell.
At this point, I'm
the
full on
animal.
oat milk or rice milk, and I haven't looked back. My parents came and visited and bought like gallons worth of milk, and I was just like, eh.
Though the goat milk was good.
The
but
goat
then
milk
again,
was great in
goats
milkshake.
are adorable.
Yeah.
I love goats. Not to say that cows aren't, but I think cow milk is a lot more commercially made than goat milk. But in any case, I suppose now our character is vegan in the game.
Yeah. I'm fine with this.
Jonah's eyes soften with trust.
Here's my number. Maybe we can go together sometime. If you want to hang out, like as humans, I'm usually at the beach. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Oh no! No! Eric elbows his way into the conversation.
Hello. May I kiss your hand?
Ew! Ew!
Go
away!
Now, my sweet, that is quite rude. Even if I know you're joking.
Wait, what? Ew! Ew, the whole my sweet thing?
Yep. He's freaking creepy.
Jonah glances between you and Eric.
I don't think he's joking, dude. Well, it's a free country. That's what this holiday is about, right?
What?
And
What?
I'll freely decide to leave this party now. Good day. Give my regards to Jesse and Samantha. I must flee.
Good riddance. Eric hurries away, hands over his ears.
Are you okay, dude? Eric really gets to you, huh? I hate him.
You realize you're lightly trembling with suppressed feelings. Where did your confidence go?
I try to like everyone, but sometimes it's hard, huh? Eric and Jesse and I went to school together. He doesn't have a bad heart. I think he's just lonely. That doesn't give him the right to be a jerk, but I wish he'd grow up. It's a nice thought.
Yeah.
Well, probably just a thought. I don't know if he can be helped, honestly.
The evening goes by surprisingly quickly, with lively conversation. You eat improbable burgers. Instead of the impossible burgers, they have improbable
Hell
burgers.
yeah.
Improbable burgers and portobellos steadily. I love portobello mushroom sandwiches. Did you like the ones I made you?
I do. We gotta figure out how to dry them out some more. Because whenever we got them, they were just a little too juicy.
Well, the thing is, mushrooms give off an awful lot of liquid whenever
Yeah, I
they
feel
get
like you'd have to
baked.
like kind of pre-bake the the mushrooms just a little bit to dry them out.
Okay. You eat them steadily, walking the line between satisfaction and gluttony.
Do you think anyone invited Eric or he invited himself? Well, he was friends.
He was friends with the cousin and Jonah.
Yeah, or at least they went to school together. And it's a small town, so I could see him being kind of casually invited because nobody's really gotten to the point where it's just like Eric is creepy and possessive towards the main character. It's kind of one of those where it's like, I have relatives for example, they would still be invited to holidays that no one really liked them, but, you know, it's kind of like you just invite them anyway. Same thing with, like, friend events, like,
There were definitely awkward periods of time I remember back in high school when, you know, when some of your friends in your friend group start dating each other?
Yep.
But then the problem is there are the inevitable breakups, and then there's that awkwardness of some of the friends are better friends with other friends, and their former, like, exes are friends with other friends, but you might get invited to events that include one or the other, but then the person hosting the party might still be friends with the other ex, and then those friends happen to see each other at the same party, or one of them finds out that the other one's going, then they don't go. And I'm glad I completely missed out on that because I didn't.
I saw that
date,
happen a couple of times,
but
and it was weird.
Yep.
Let's see.
At one point, the music is turned down and everyone quiets, watching the fireworks. As the sky explodes, you feel a wild, romantic energy surge through you.
You
Wait,
have to.
We're gonna resist. You're not
Yeah,
gonna.
that's way too
yeah,
early.
Kissing Jonah in the no.
I just want to make
Resist.
friends.
You take a deep breath, then another. The impulse passes, and the fireworks end. Fireworks don't make me want to spontaneously kiss people,
Nope.
especially people I've just met.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. This game is a little sweaty.
Someone turns the music back on.
Those were some explosions, alright. Now back to partying. See ya.
You say goodnight to Jesse and Jonah and shuffle home.
Nice meeting you at the barbecue. It'd be fun to talk more sometime. But I just remembered I'm out of town for the rest of the summer.
Oh. Frowny face.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe we can connect again somehow, someday. If you ever come back to town in the fall, maybe I can show you some of the surfing spots on the island.
Huh. What island?
What island? Rhode Island. The ferry's under repairs right now, though. Oh well. Up here, summer in VB is the best. Thanks. I think he's just got extreme social anxiety. I think we'll meet again somehow. Sooner than we think. So, how was the barbecue? So romantic, right? Well, I've tried my best, and you seem like you're happy, so honestly I consider my job here done. You got to meet some great folks, gone on some dates. I think I can back off and let you do your thing for the rest of the summer. Is that okay?
Sure.
More dates, please.
Wait.
Sure.
Unless there are more characters we miss out on. Because...
There's a couple, but I don't think we miss out on them. Cool. Now we can just be normal friends and cousins. Phew. Love you, cuz. Talk to you later.
Yeah, it's awkward. It would be awkward being a matchmaker for your friends or your siblings or your cousins, because isn't there that pressure to make sure that the person you introduce them to doesn't hurt them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Eric, for instance.
Oh yeah. Even from like a non-dating perspective,
taking friends out to a restaurant,
introducing one friend to another group of friends doesn't always work that well.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in high school, it's kind of petty, but effectively, I had three groups of friends. My one friend, who is kind of friendless other than me. The group of friends that he's kind of a part of, but not really close to, that was like very big on LANs and first-person shooters and whatnot. And then my other friend that was like very social justice, LGBTQ, so on and so forth. And none of them really mixed, because the one friend that was a furry, not a lot of friends, like really, I don't actually know how he's associated with many of them, but it very clearly was like, he wasn't part of the in-group. So when I left the LAN party group, because they were getting just kind of toxic for me,
probably being more hardcore gamers.
Well, these are the guys that like I would invite over for LAN parties.
And they trash
like,
your place?
Yeah.
Okay.
that they would trash the house, leave giant messes, and, you know, it'd be like my birthday, and I'd be like, hey, you know, here's kind of the plan. I've picked out all these things. I've got all this set up, and they'd be like, nah, we're just going to play Counter-Strike, and I'd be like...
So did you try to introduce the two outcast friends together?
So I tried taking the friend that really didn't have a whole lot of friends. Well, I didn't even do this to some degree. I moved. I just removed myself from the situation and said, I no longer want to be around these people, and I just found a new group of people to be around. And the friend that didn't really have many other friends, he followed me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because he didn't integrate with the other group either. He just had followed me. And so there's that kind of like, I am responsible for him because I am the common connection point, even though I did not choose to bring him along.
Right.
And so it was really difficult being kind of in that situation of like, I have to be responsible for this other person that might not jive with the group. And yeah, I really have to kind of consider that because it could damage impressions of not only, you know, my loner friend, but also everybody else's impressions of me. And he did okay, but I think he was just mild enough that it didn't matter. But there was always that kind of friction of just like, yeah, why is he here? But I think that's kind of true with like bringing, you know, new friends around each other or dating, for example, where it's just like, hey, you should try dating my friend. And then it turns out that the friend is a creepy stalker that keeps showing up and leaving roses on things. And it's just like, it reflects poorly on Jesse to some degree for even introducing us in the first place. But only a little.
This is kind of weird with Sunder because...
I'm just going to go with the winky face.
No, the winky face could be misinterpreted.
No. So top is love. This is kind of waffly. And then the middle one is just flat out rejection. It's been that way for pretty much the entire game.
You think?
Yeah. He's going to have a negative response, watch. Maybe
Yeah?
not. Oh well, who cares?